Alright, we started off with the M9, then we went to the S6, and now it's LG's turn to see how well their new cameras are. This year, LG wanted to make sure they secured the crown for the best shooter in Android. The rear camera on the G4 is equipped with a 1.8 f-stop 16 megapixel sensor with second gen optical image stabilization. It retains the laser guided autofocus and now has color spectrum sensor and a single LED flash. LG, this even has a lower aperture than on the S6, so we'll see how well that performs in low light and then see if the sum of all these parts makes for a better Android shooter. G4 takes what the G3 did and enhances it. New bells and whistles work just well. In auto mode, you can just point and shoot and let LG handle the rest. You'll get beautiful, sharp imagery, plenty of detail, and first and foremost, accurate color thanks to that new sensor. The f1.8 lens just excels in low light without making things too crazy and all that. That's in auto mode. And in manual mode, you have to put in a little bit of work with the settings, only because you have so many to choose from. You can adjust the white balance, the ISO, the shutter speed, focus mode, exposure value, and even an option for histogram. So for those of you not quite averse in shooting in manual, you can actually learn a lot using this as well. So you can get a lot of good shots. The good shots I did, the ISO was way too high. So while the photos look good, you see noise on the edges. The only thing missing really in the manual settings is the ability to adjust the sharpness and saturation on the photo side of things. Also on the manual, I really wish LG included that option for video. So when you're shooting video and you have something manual, your manual settings set up, it pretty much goes automatically to auto. So that's one misstep I wish they wouldn't have done, but all that, it still works well. On the front side of things, you have the f2.0 8 megapixel sensor, so making this the highest megapixel front-facing megapixel on the market. This is one of the cases where the numbers on paper actually match up and produce great real-world results. You can even utilize a white border to act as a light for selfies and video chats. Definitely something innovative and works well. Glad to see LG stepping outside the box and doing something really well. To wrap things up, the G4 is a great all-around camera for photos and video. Only real setback were LG's image rendering software, less bit of sharpening and noise reduction. Hopefully this can be fixed with a software update that'll come sometime soon or whenever they launch. LG took full advantage of Lollipop's ability to support manual camera modes and create one of the best I've seen on a smartphone, and apps included. Being able to save photos in RAW photographer stream, but not being able to utilize manual on video was kind of a huge misstep. Don't get it twisted, the shooters on this thing are really good. So at the end of the day, LG rivals Samsung for the best shooter in Android. And one last thing, as in-depth as the manual settings are, it won't replace your DSLR, for those of you who think it might, but it comes pretty close. So LG definitely knocked it out the park with this camera. So as always, don't forget to like, share. If you have yet to do so, please subscribe and stay tuned. We'll have the review up, the full review for the G4 sometime next week. And as always, thank you for watching.